The way we interact with technology is changing forever. For decades, humans have controlled devices through touch, voice, and typing. Now, Apple has taken a giant leap forward with something that sounds like science fiction, controlling your iPhone with your thoughts. A brain-computer interface is a system that lets you talk directly to a computer. Apple just reintroduced its native BCI HID protocol, making this incredible technology real for everyday users. This breakthrough comes through a partnership with Synchron, a company that makes a special brain implant called Stentrode. What's going on here, John?
Yeah. So did we cover Synchron?
We covered that earlier on. We did cover this, but they're not as far.
I remember like there was this thing that gets implanted through blood vessels. But yeah, so the system that works through. So first off, kudos to Apple that's finally doing something innovative instead of just releasing same phones year over year. So how the system works is unlike more invasive brain implants like Elon Musk's technology that require opening the skull, this device is inserted through blood vessels via the jugular vein. So that's why I think we might have covered this or a similar technology.
Yeah, we did. Go ahead.
So the device consists of a 16 electrode array mounted on a stent-like scaffold, and it's delivered through the jugular vein using standard catheter-based procedures. So that's familiar to interventional cardiologists, essentially, right? So once positioned inside a blood vessel over the motor cortex, the stentrode springs open to form a tubular scaffold that fits against the inner vessel wall, and it positions the electrodes to detect neural activity from nearby brain tissue. Then the signals are transmitted wirelessly to a receiver transmitter device implanted subcutaneously in the chest, which then communicates with external devices. So it's minimally invasive, and this approach allows the procedure to be performed under local anesthesia in a standard catheterization lab, and it significantly reduces surgical risk compared to Neuralink's N1 chip. So this is cool. So you essentially need two devices, one in your brain and one in your chest. Do you think this is better? I think it's better than Neuralink, but I'm concerned that it's stuck in a blood vessel. That's the only concern I have.
Well, I think it's too early to tell if it's better or not. Like, the technologies will keep going. You know,
it certainly seems safer.
It seems safer and it seems more non-invasive, but the more you describe it, the more invasive it seems. Like, oh, you got to go through the chest, you got to do this, you got to do that. Oh, I don't like any of those types of things where you're talking about surgery or cutting in. I can't imagine getting eye surgery. Like, I can't watch surgery shows and stuff. Like, it's just a thing I can't do. So when you start talking about these things, it just freaks me out a little bit. So bear with me there. So, you know, putting something in your jugular doesn't feel less invasive to me, but it probably is from a scientific point of view. So they have done 2 completed FDA-approved human clinical trials since 2019, and they have also raised $145 million in funding to develop this mind control Apple devices technology. This is Synchron. The Stentrode differs from other implants because there's no brain surgery, like you said, and brain signals intended for movement are instantly translated to the Apple device commands for seamless control via the jugular method. So clinical trial applicants were able to navigate apps, type messages, adjust settings purely through mental control alone. The technology provides independence for people with ALS, stroke, or severe spinal cord impairments.
Yeah.
So the brain control eliminates physical limitations that hinder eye tracking, voice command, and switch-based assistive devices. So this is very interesting, and Apple's ecosystem integration ensures that the brain control works with iOS, iPadOS, and visionOS accessibility features.
Yeah, what I like about this, what we're covering right now, is that the protocols is already built into iOS 26, iPadOS 26, and visionOS. And broader rollout is expected throughout 2025. So they're already, they've already got it. So like, it's not like this is a far-fetched pie in the sky. Oh, it's going to be years before we see something. So kudos to Apple for doing something like this. So this is really great of them.
Yeah, and apparently the motor cortex signal reading allows device control even without voluntary muscle movement. So you don't like it kind of detects brain signals in the jugular, which is
Yeah.
very interesting.
Yeah.
Patients can participate in social media, email, and video calls without physical interaction with devices. Smart home integration enables independent control of lighting, appliances, schedules via neural command. So this is very cool. I love the BCI technology and where we're going. I don't know if you're going to get ecosystem lock-in if you get the Apple brain control interface versus the Google one or whatever Elon's doing. So I love that this technology is moving because it's really a game changer for many people in our society that will allow them to do so much more.
Yeah. And just to kind of compare, because we talked that this has 16 electrodes, Neuralink's N1 chip has 1,024 plus electrodes. So it does offer higher electrode density, which allows for more precision. But as we just talked about, their endovascular approach, that enables faster clinical progression because it reduces surgical complexity and risk. So it'll be interesting to see how it compares as far as performance-wise with the Neuralink N1 because of the added electrodes, but we'll have to see.
So we know that we're starting to see robot wars where not the old robot wars, but actually humanoid robots fighting each other. We've seen the robot human marathon. Are we going to see, some sort of e-games with BCI controlled interfaces that have, Neuralink versus the Apple versus something where they're all playing? Like you can go, and I can't remember, I'd have to go back and look at it, but there's videos of the Neuralink, or at least one of the Neuralink people who plays Civilization at the hardest level using the Neuralink stuff. So
yeah,
the demo is cool, but what does that really look like, right?
Yeah.
So let us know what you think. Jugular, drill a hole in your skull and plant a chip that kind of rides the bubble in your brain, or some other technology. Are any of these technologies going to be the next thing? Do you like the idea of implants controlling devices? Again, this starts to flip around quickly to when do you stop controlling the devices and the devices start controlling you? But that's a topic for another day. Leave your comments below. We'd love to hear what you think. So what do you got going on, John?
Yeah, I guess it's coming out maybe September. So we've got Startup Drinks. We've got Elevate. Well, that's beginning of October, but and Flowgrammer event.
Yeah, we have those monthly now. So check out if you're doing business operations and AI and in the Toronto area, check out flowgrammer.ca for all our events. We do a low code, no code, also live coding events where we just get together, demo stuff, and have great conversations. It's really a good time. Startup Investor Drinks will be back, and come out and see that, where startups get to pitch. It's open pitch, open bar. There's investors always in the room, and it's always a great discussion. We always have stuff going on. Check out torontostarts.com. Check out flowgrammer.ca. And John, if they want non-dilutive funding, where do they go?
Yeah, find me on LinkedIn, John Irwin. It's the best way. Reach out, send me a message, add me, whatever. Yeah, it's the best way if you have any questions about non-dilutive funding. This is coming out in September. FedDev should be open, but and maybe can export. So yeah, but if you need any help with anything else business related to your startup, where do they go for you, Craig?
Go to torontostarts.com, startupcoach.ca, but go to torontostarts.com for everything that we do. You can book a call with me there, either with Flowgrammer for business AI automation, or if you want to accelerate your business with some startup coaching. It's all there. I'd love to hear from you. Love to have your feedback.